Good morning, everyone. In case you missed it, last episode, Snow went home back to the US for some family matters. And well, I took the van here to the barn. And if you guys missed that episode, that was certainly something special. But I surprised Snow actually, and I detailed the van and did some other maintenance work on it that needed to be done. I didn't get it all done. There's always a lot of stuff to do on the van. But the exciting news is today Snow is coming home, and she should be home pretty soon. So we're gonna walk up there and help her bring her luggage back here to the van. We're in the back corner of the campground, and this place is only about 20 minutes from the airport, so it's nice and convenient. We have all of our hookups. As you can see, there's a lot of room. A lot of these camp spots get jammed up, and this one we have some room to spread out, and its closeness to London makes this a really nice spot. The cats have had some walks, and we've enjoyed that certainly. But we're gonna walk up here and welcome Snow back home. It's been a while, guys. We're excited. Let's go do this.
She doesn't know where she's going. She lost. We have to go the other way.
We're going the wrong way.
Oh, I was gonna say. Thank you. You have a wonderful day. Appreciate that.
Here, Ferry. Sir.
Thank you.
Take care. It's a nice place. It is a bit quiet.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Let's have one like
Yay! She made it.
He broke the wheel on my suitcase.
All right, guys, she made it back. She is worn out. The red eyes are no joke.
She's tired.
And she had a full schedule while she was back home. But it's time to settle in and, well,
Sweet.
figure out what we're gonna do next.
Good morning. I am back. You guys got to see me get out of the taxi. You know, I flew home. I shot a little bit of video, but just to be completely honest with y'all, that was 2 days ago. I was worn slap out from my trip and all the adventures of when I was home with my family, and then a hurricane coming in while I was there. I slept for about 20 hours, Kurt. I slept
2 days.
I slept for 2 days. But I woke up this morning. I think I'm over the jet lag. I think I'm starting to get overdoing it a bit at home. And we are on the road. We're on the famous M4 freeway, or I guess it's not free. I don't know how it works, here in England. And we're headed to meet up with some friends. Now, you saw him quite a bit in the last video with Kurt, but I haven't seen him in a while. So we're going to see him one more time before we go our separate ways for a few months. So let's go, guys. It is good to be home. I missed Kurt, I missed the van, and I missed my kitty cats, and I missed our really awesome lifestyle. What do you think about having me back, Kurt?
Well, it's a lot of work by yourself living in a van. Not only did I do the detailing, but then I had to do the cleaning and the cooking and all that other stuff. All the navigating, so I missed my shotgun rider. We're glad to have her back.
All right, guys. Got to do a little driving today, about 2.5 hours.
Good morning, everyone. It is a chilly day here in England. It's probably in the 60s, mid 60s. And I gotta tell you, it is early August. So for those of us from Florida or the southern United States in August, that's shockingly cool. And the low today is supposed to be 59. And so this is weather we're not necessarily used to, but it actually is kind of nice. We slept really good last night, and Snow got to meet up with Dave and Diane and had a good visit yesterday. Those guys are awesome, and we've really enjoyed our time with them. We're gonna part ways today, but there's this nice little forest next to this big giant sprawling campsite, and I decided to take Vanna for a walk. I took G for a walk last night in here, and it's just nice. I'll show you these big giant trees, but it's just nice back in here because it gets away from all the people and all the noise and all the kids, and our cats are a little bit shy of all that stuff. So anyway, we're gonna be quiet here and let me and Vanna enjoy this nature for a little bit. We are parting ways with Dave and Diane today. We are headed to Ireland, guys, and we're gonna have to take a ferry off over there, and so we're kind of in prep mode for that. We are excited, and we're excited to have you with us. So let's go. Good girl. Good girl.
We'll see y'all down the road.
See, probably Scotland here or something.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Ciao.
I got my butt shot.
You were all good, though.
That'll be a good thumbnail.
A thumbnail.
All my friends are going different places, moving on and turning new pages. I don't wanna close this chapter, even as time moves faster, even as time moves faster. New cities, new faces, new memories, new changes, old dreams that I'm chasing, we're chasing, still chasing. All my friends are going different places, moving on and turning new pages. I don't wanna close this chapter, even as time moves faster, even as time moves faster, even as time moves faster. Old cities, old faces, old memories, still changing. New dreams that I'm chasing, we're chasing, still chasing.
Good morning, everyone. Well, Vanna is walking me today, and good news, we made it to the coast. This is Wales, guys, and we have a beautiful campsite along these cliffs here, and there is a nice little coastal trail, and I got G on a little walk on this thing yesterday, and he absolutely loved it. And so it was Vanna's turn this morning. G will get another turn today. But the cliffs are beautiful, and well, we're going to be in Ireland in a couple days, and it's been kind of a whirlwind, so I need to catch you up, and let me do just that. So if you look out there, you can see that boat, and right in front of that boat is a red buoy or orange buoy, and I believe they've got some kind of traps that he's out here pulling. Vanna's off and running, so she's feeling energetic out here. Look at her go.
So we drove about halfway from the suburbs of London towards the west coast of England. We will soon be getting into Wales, but before that, we stopped off at a campsite where we met up with David and Diane, our van life friends that have been over here for a while. If you've been along on the journey, you know these guys. Kurt just spent a long time with them in the last video, but I didn't get to see them, so they drove out of their way, met us at this campsite just so we could have some social time, hang out, and get caught up on things. A nice little campsite out in the middle of a field. Definitely a crowded time here in England. Summer break for all the school kids, and people are bringing out their tents and having a good time. But we rolled out of there that next morning, headed towards the coast, needed to do some laundry. I came home from my trip to Florida with a lot of dirty laundry because if you watched the last video, you know there was a hurricane, the power was out, I couldn't wash clothes. So we needed a campsite with laundry. We found a magical little place perched up on top of a hill/cliff in a place called Fishguard. And this is where we'll actually pick up the ferry to Ireland. But The kiddies loved it here. They got some nice walks, great views. I was able to do laundry. It's called Fishguard Resort. We spent 2 nights here. We are rested. Laundry is done. We are ready to hit the road and go get on this ferry because we're taking you to the next country. It's time to go to Ireland. We've got the kiddie passports out in case we get asked for them. The van is almost ready to roll. We just need to camp out or check out of this campsite and make the drive over to the ferry. So come on, let's go to Ireland.
Good morning. It's an exciting day. We're on the way to the ferry. We just went through security. The guy absolutely loved our cats, and we had a good laugh with them. But we're approaching the line up here, and well, we're about to go into a new country. Ireland's a new country. Now, there is a bit of discrepancy here in the UK, and so Wales is called a country, as is England, as is Scotland and Northern Ireland. But UK is the country that they all sort of are in.
The sovereign country.
The sovereign country.
Yeah.
So, long story short, there's going to be a bit of a confusion on our total country count in the van. Now, I think we're not going to count for the time being Wales and Scotland and Northern Ireland as sovereign countries, which would make Ireland number 30. So,
in the van.
In the van.
Yeah.
So our 30th country in the van, which means our cats will have been in 30 countries. I suppose if you count England and Wales, it would be 31. What do you guys think? Should we count them or not?
All right, so a few little factoids. They do call themselves countries. They do have their own governments within each one. So Scotland has a government, Wales has a little government, but they do not have their own passports. They do not send athletes to the Olympics. When you go through customs at the border between France and the United Kingdom, there is no England customs agents. There are United Kingdom customs agents. And when we just left Wales, headed towards Ireland, it's not Wales custom agents. So I think the way we're going to look at it is that Wales, Scotland, and North Ireland are kind of like states that have a lot of their own rules and laws, and they just refer to themselves as countries, but that the United Kingdom is the actual country that is recognized internationally, like that can sign treaties, what do they call it? Treaties, NATO
treaties.
And stuff like that. That's the way we're going to look at it, unless someone has an argument that can convince us different.
Yeah.
Right? Let's go to Ireland. We are in line to board the ferry, but we are a little bit early. But they have a nice little coffee shop / duty-free shopping area through here because we're already through security, so we're in the border no man's land. But I think this ferry, I can't remember exactly, but I think it's going to be about 3 hours to get to the other side once we load up. So we're going to take a little walkabout in this little duty-free area.
Oh, that's kind of like what you're famous for, isn't it?
Ah.
And what's the one on the top? Cheese and onion. Pasta.
What do you call the sausage things?
Sausage roll.
Sausage rolls. Are you going to
In
get
English,
one?
it's sausage roll. I thought they called the toilet the loo.
When we picked up our tickets, they told us to get in lane 4. Lane 4 is obviously the camper lane. They're lined up, ready to go. So we have to put this tag on our car that lets them know we have a pet in the car in case they want to do any checks on them. So far, nobody's asked for their passport. We walked into the snack shop. There wasn't much selection. So I think Kurt's going to whip us up some lunch in here. What's on the menu, Chef?
We're going to have some steak and cheese wraps with onions, peppers. Sort of like a Philly cheesesteak on a wrap.
Sounds tasty. While Kurt is whipping up lunch, I wanted to pop in and tell y'all I pulled up our ticket so I could tell y'all this will be a 3.5-hour ferry ride, and it costs 286 pounds, which is actually about 370 US dollars. So this is not a cheap ferry. It's through Stena Lines. You book it online in advance, and there you go. That's how much it costs to take a ferry with 2 people, 2 cats, and a big van from Wales to Ireland. Lunch is served. I'm gonna call it a Philly steak burrito. What do you think, Curdy? Rolled up tight like a burrito?
It's a Philly steak wrap.
Whatever.
It's good to me.
Tasty. We are rolling. We are loading on the ferry to Ireland, which means we are leaving the United Kingdom. But I wanted to let you guys know, don't worry, we will be back to tour Wales and England at a later time. We were here for several weeks, but it's when we were kind of taking our break and resetting our YouTube life. Took a little time off from videoing, but don't worry, we know there is a lot of beautiful stuff to see in this country, and we will be back.
We'll be back.
But we're headed to Ireland right now. So we have successfully gotten on the ferry, secured the kiddies up, made sure they were ready for the over 3-hour ride to Ireland. But we've taken off. We've got a little seat at a little coffee table inside. We did not upgrade and get a room or the luxury lounge or any of that. So we're kind of going economy style. There are upgrades you can do on these ferries, but we figured for 3.5 hours, we'll just chill. Maybe have a coffee and a little pastry in a little while. But right up there was our campground from last night. So this little town right through here, this is called Fishguard. It was a really cool little town. We drove you through it this morning. Colorful, happy little fishing town on the coast of, I guess we're in Wales. Kurt came out to join us. Yeah, there was our campground right there.
Right up there.
I already showed him. I told him I was really surprised at the blue color of the water. I didn't expect that through here. It's beautiful.
Is this considered the Atlantic Ocean, or is this
It's
a
a
sea
channel.
or a bay?
It's a channel or a sea. I can't remember. We'll have to look at the map. The Celtic Sea, maybe. Something like that. We're turning around.
Guys, you can see all the camper vans around one row, and we have made it to Ireland. We are loading up in the vans. They wouldn't let us stay in the van for the boat ride, but the boat ride is almost over. So we're about to go to Ireland. You ready?
Woohoo, let's go. I'm ready and the cats are ready. Let's do it.
Nina, are you ready to go to Ireland? Are you Irish?
So we've made it through the passport checklist, but because we have pets on board, we have to go up here to the customs office and get them checked in. So we're looking for a sign, a big sign on the left that says customs. A kilometer up the road, that's all we know, right, Kurt? And we didn't know that's how it was going to be. The guy at the exit told us. And the way he flagged us in, they must have known from our license plate. So, we pulled into customs. It was very organized, lots of people directing traffic. There was no confusion about where to go. They were very fast. They were thorough. It's the first time the pet passports have been truly checked. They checked their microchips, wrote down all the pet passport information, but they were super kind, got us out of there really fast. We went about, what, 2 miles down the road?
Not even.
And tonight, we plan on doing what you call a pub stay. So we're going to take y'all into our very first Irish pub, where we'll have a snack or dinner. We'll have to figure it out when we get in there. But if you eat here, you can sleep in the parking lot. So this is home for the night. But we're going to an Irish pub first. Yeah. Here, I'm going to go do a circle.
Thank you very much.
Bye, Benny. Thank you, sir.
Did you see all the little signs out here?
No? Oh, the fun stuff. Thank you. Oh, cool. Thank you. So he took me to the back room to see all their beer drinking, their funny signs.
Oh, did he?
And there's one that says 2 cans and a nest agree. 1 Guinness is good, but 2 can something like 2 can. It was, so it caught my eye because it was 2 cans. Huh? So something to do with 2 cans. Well, we are back from our pub dinner that also gets us a free campsite. What'd you think, Kurt?
Well, the seafood chowder was delish. And I think we also had a goat cheese salad. It had nuts and stuff. We split that. And it was tasty.
Yeah,
we had some nice neighbors who were super cool. Gave us some great tips about Ireland. And our waitress, Benny.
Benny and the Jets.
She was a sweetheart too.
Yeah.
So we are off to an amazing start here in Ireland. And we need a nap.
Food coma. So for me, I had like a creamy curry carrot soup. It was really good. So we are off to a good start. The kiddies are settled. Eating dinner here, as we've already told you, comes with being able to sleep in the parking lot. And so far, everything is excellent here in Ireland. We had a good night's sleep. Staying there at that pub parking lot worked out perfect. Getting off the ferry. But we have woken up to what we believe may be typical Irish weather. Rainy, drizzly, and overcast. So this morning we will run a few errands, settle into our next spot, hopefully, that we have picked out, and then see what the weather's doing after that. But it is green and pretty, and the roads so far, I don't want to jinx us, but are a vast improvement to those we were dealing with over in the United Kingdom. They're like a whole foot wider.
Well, they have shoulders, they're wider. Yeah, they're better.
They're better. Let's go do some errands.
Yeah, hold on.
Hold on, something's happening.
Roads closed here.
Yeah. Let's see. Diverted traffic. Something's going on. Interesting.
Sorry, I
Nope,
was trying to figure out what they were doing.
Right. We managed to jinx ourselves first thing this morning. We came up on a detour that moved us onto narrow, windy country roads.
Well, it's nice to be riding through the country, and here we can see a lot into the farmland, and so we crossed a cool bridge. There's some cool cows. I think we even saw some goats, and so it's always nice to experience the farmland. But these single track roads can be a little sketch because you never know when you're going to catch a car coming around the corner.
Hopefully, Kurt didn't just jinx us again. We'll see. We made it back onto the big road, off the curvy, farmy roads. And then we went across a bridge who was, it was named after JFK's mom, Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy, I believe. And then we got to remembering that he was Irish and Catholic and comes from this part of the world, apparently. But we have made it to our town where we'll be running our errands.
One of the exciting things about coming to a new country is definitely the food. And although we enjoy going out to restaurants, we mostly eat in the van, which always brings us to the grocery stores. And I believe that's the best place to find out what the local foods are. And so here we have a whole bunch of bananas, and it looks like these bananas are from Costa Rica. But as you can see, they have just a wide variety of produce, just like just about any country that we've experienced, especially those over here in Europe. All the berries, and we've noticed in going down the road that they do have a lot of strawberries here, and so there's a lot of stands selling strawberries. Wide variety of peppers, and we eat a lot of peppers in the van. Peppers, onions, tomatoes, things like that. And we'll continue over here, and you can see it's a really nice grocery store. This one right here is Tesco, which we've seen in other countries. Full section of potatoes, lettuces, onions, greens. Go around here, some fresh herbs, cauliflower, onions. I love that butternut squash. It makes a really good soup. Zucchinis, broccolis, cauliflowers. Ooh, and leeks. And leeks are not something I really used in cooking until we came to Europe, and now I love them and use them all the time. I'm curious, for those back in the States, do you guys ever use leeks? And here we have a big bread section. This looks like the buns, wraps, things like that. Lots of fresh breads here. Oh, I already miss France. They have the best baguettes. But let's give them a chance here and see what they have. Maybe we'll get some nice bread, a white baguette. Oh, there we go. A French classic.
I got you. I don't know if you want to try it. They have the big bread here, the big loaf.
Giant bread.
This is sourdough. You want to try some sourdough?
Okay,
sandwiches?
sourdough bread. And they have a huge frozen refrigerated section. And this is something we saw in the UK. And as we were in England, I don't know that we showed it to you guys. We weren't filming back there. But lots of prepared food options, whether they're frozen, cooled, and heated. But this is the meat section. Again, pretty big. It looks like for those steaks, at least $30. There's 20 per kilogram. And so 30 per kilogram. Let's see, $10 per kilogram. So the meat prices vary. I'll let you guys look at it. Now just keep in mind these prices that you're looking at, if you can see them, are in euros. And so I think there's about 1.08 euros per dollar. So it's about what it is. Sausages, bacon, all kinds of cured meats. And of course, I love cheese. And over in the UK, they have delicious cheddar cheese. I love cheddar cheese. But they also have white cheddar here from Ireland and a lot of Irish cheddar cheeses. So I think we're going to try one of these just for the comparison. Vintage Irish white cheddar. So there you go. We'll try some of that. But all sorts of packaged cheeses. Again, a little bit different than what you might find in France, where you'll see a lot more fresh, artisanal stuff. But nonetheless, a very nice cheese selection. And one thing I didn't think about until we got here, but obviously Ireland is an island in the middle of the ocean. And so seafood is very big here. And you can see they have lots of shrimp. Even looks like cooked mussels, squid, and they also have salmon here, and they have salmon runs that come in the rivers here in Ireland. And we may be a little bit late for it, not sure, but we're definitely going to be checking that out. I was just spotted Richie from Ireland. Yeah, he was really cool.
Oh, nice.
He's like, do I know you? Are you on YouTube? It was real cool. He said surfing is real big here over on the West Coast.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, have a variety of cat food for you to check out, and they only have non-clumping litter here, so we can't get that.
Yep.
All right, guys, we have made it to the city of Waterford here in Southern Ireland. We finished running our errands, or the ones we could get done anyways. We are parked in a city parking lot very close to the historical downtown center. We got a primo spot for the kiddies right here so we can open the door and they can see the park and the birds. But I walked over to the pay meter and it was €1 per hour for the daytime. It's free at night. So I've got us a parking ticket right here that we put in the windshield. We had to pay €7, which is pretty much $7 US, and that covers us until 9:30 in the morning. Now, this is a really cool town, and we're gonna show it to you. We gotta check the weather and see if we're gonna do that this afternoon or in the morning. But either way, you're gonna have to wait till the next video because this is where we're winding this video down. Now guys, it's time to get a good look at the beautiful country of Ireland. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you know when we put out new videos, and give us a little thumbs up like too, it helps us a bunch. With that, we'll see you in a few days from Waterford, Ireland. Cheers, guys.
What are you getting?
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys.